Just a short video this time. I'm feeling worse than yesterday, but the painkillers have yet to kick in. So my back doesn't hurt anymore, my legs certainly do. And I've run out of good firewood as well. The rains have gotten into the wood and makes the surface feel damp. I'm sure most of it is absolutely fine, but it does feel pretty nasty. So, that's the remains of my dinner last night, a Citrus maxima, also known as the pomelo, which is the ancestor of all citric fruit. And I found out the tangerine is the orange. It's a hybrid between the tangerine and the pomelo, and then you end up with the orange. And then when you breed an orange with a pomelo, you end up with grapefruit. It's called a back-cross hybrid. I suppose because you're crossing a hybrid back with one of the parents to gain... Yeah, because, I mean, compared to an orange, grapefruit's larger and it's more bitter. Shame, really. I mean, the pomelo is the superior fruit, but I guess people just don't like it because it's got a lot of pith to it and thick rind, but when it dries out, it makes a good firelighter, so that's why I have it there. And if I had any sense of smell whatsoever, I'm sure I'd appreciate the smell it was wafting into my room as it cooks, drives out the moisture. Yeah, so get a fire going, get some more infrared therapy, and get it good and hot this time so I get nice and dizzy, and have some water. Had a breakfast of chalky milk, so I'm alright in terms of nutrition. I'm not going to starve. I'm just going to keep on having water and fruit until I feel better. Wish I bought another pomelo, to be honest. I really like them, but I only sell them in Lidl, and I don't feel like driving to the next town over so I can just have a citrus fruit. I mean, if I was that desperate, I'd just go and get some oranges. Although sometimes I get oranges, they're horribly tart things and they're not sweet. And other times I get them and they're like manna from heaven. Really don't know. Well, I suppose it depends on if your growing season had a lot of sun or not, because you need sun to make sugars. And yet citric acid is very similar to glucose, or am I getting citric acid and vitamin C mixed up? I know commercially vitamin C is produced by synthesizing it from glucose. I'm not sure about citric acid though. I think it is similar. I don't know. Nature finds a way of synthesizing it. They take hydrogen, carbon and oxygen and make all manner of wondrous substances with it. I mean, people, especially in science fiction, keep touting the magical age of nanoscale manufacture, and it's like, well, we've already got nanoscale manufacture. Just look at a tree or wheat. I mean, you can turn a cowpat into viable food, and then you can even take things which aren't food substances like grass, which has the advantage that it grows in places which you just can't do arable crops in. And then you can have things like goats and cows and sheep on them, and then you can turn that grass into wool for clothing, and then you've got meat which you can eat, and then if you eat the liver as well, you've got pretty much all the vitamins and minerals you need for life. You eat liver, eggs and black pudding and you'll be alright. It's not the tastiest of diets, and I must admit, in my current state, I wouldn't want to eat that. I'd rather just have some fruit. Even the chocolate milk was a bit. And if it wasn't for the sugar in it, I don't think I'd have bothered drinking it. But I need some sort of animal protein. You can't just live on fruits alone, despite what some mentally ill anorexics might say. But that's not really too important right now. Just look at the fire. Look how nice it is. I'm going to put a log on that. If I'm well enough, I will do a fireside chat this evening, around about 6:30. Maybe I'll do it at 7 o'clock, because that's traditionally the time when people have had their dinner. So I'll set up a live stream, and we'll have a fireside chat together. Anybody who feels like turning up, and we'll just shoot the breeze on anything which takes our fancy. Okay, that fire's nearly got. I'm going to do one little poke. Hobbit, that's not a poker, that's a riddler. That's a specific tool for doing this. Yeah, but I can also use it to poke things. If God didn't want me to use it as a poker, then why did he make it such a convenient shape? Huh? Checkmate, atheists. Alright, but feeble as it is, that is a fire. Well, you know what? I've got a tiny little sliver of wood. Let's just feed that in there. There we go. And what we'll do, it's currently it's currently 12:30 post meridian in the year of our Lord 2022. So same year of our Lord, but in 6 hours' time we shall reconvene here, and we can have a chat. How's about that then? Toodle pip.